Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Railroad Corporation. We're coming close to the end of this full campaign here, but we are playing possibly the toughest mission of this whole campaign. Definitely the toughest mission we've seen so far. The timings on this thing, the deadlines that we have, it's pretty tough. We already failed it once or twice. I forget how many times we failed it already. Definitely once. We might have failed it twice. I can't remember. But we got to get water to this, to our ranch over here. And then we've got to get, I think, grain right. And then we got to get all sorts of things. So we start, assuming it's going to continue to pile up, and we've got to maintain the previous deliveries while getting new delivery. It's a lot. And all the while, we got to make money, which is also not easy. So we are going to work our way through this. It's obviously new shirt, new session. So give me a second to remind myself exactly where we left off. We do have a train coming all the way down to Austin already, which is awesome. Which I believe we're dropping off the coal delivery there. There's Waco ahead up here. Yeah, okay. So, all right, that looks pretty good. Are we getting the coal from, where are we getting the coal from currently? Oh, we're just getting it from Brady. Okay. So that should hopefully get that delivery done. It's give us 93,000 bucks, which would be nice. Our current financial situation is that we do have a bond, $175,000 bond, 92 days left on that, so we have to pay that back. All right, we got a tiny bit of money, really not much. And then we do have a couple contracts here. New Braunfels, we're not going to go there. And Llano, we're not going to go there. But no, we're not, because it requires oil. I thought it was going to be another coal one, but I don't think we have oil close in our system here. Also, I'm blind. I do not see any oil. So, it looks like the only oil I see is down here at Lockhart and Cat Spring. All right. Well, then we're going to skip the oil. We'll just finish the one contract we got. Hopefully get a little bit of money from that. And number of trains we've got 8 trains running right now. Okay. All right. And obviously we're about to finish up the water delivery, which is step 1 in this whole crazy mess. We already got 2 lines going between Waco and Corn Trail here, just to kind of make sure we keep the flow going the entire time. But other than that, I think we're ready to unpause and see where we go. Go and speed things up here, get things rolling. We got some grain coming in here from, so T2 is carrying grain to Fort Worth to get us meat, and T5 is carrying grain to Fort Worth to get us meat. Okay. And we do have some meat and leather already being made here. We're getting leather dropped off here at Buffalo, it looks like. And we do not have the textiles yet. We do want to connect the textiles soon, because we do have the cotton available here in Canton. If we get the textiles coming from Henderson, we can pull that back to Buffalo and get some clothes. Clothes can be dropped off, not anywhere close by at the moment, but at least we can get some stuff dropped off there if we wanted to. Currently, do we have meat being transported at all? We got the leather. Yeah, we do have meat. Okay, so we do have some transports for some of the goods that we are producing to try and get us a little bit of money, which is good to see. All right, we'll keep these going here. Obviously going $175,000 in the hole. Not going to be great, but then we'll just immediately turn around and get another another bod, and hopefully somewhere along that process be able to make some money back. I mean, if we can get these coal deliveries done here pretty quickly, then we will be able to get a big chunk of that 175,000 bucks back right away. Fort Worth does demand some passengers now, which is good to see. So we could get us a passenger line somewhere in this mix of areas. We currently just have the passenger line from Dallas to Waco, and then from Austin to Dallas. We could get a passenger line. Looks like we might be able to get a passenger line from Austin to Fort Worth if we really wanted to get one going that direction. Might not be a bad idea. Get us a little bit of money. How much is the one from Austin to Dallas already made us? If it has made us any money at all. It's about to make us money soon. It hasn't actually made us any money yet, but it's going to be making some money soon. Honestly, what we do is we just make a duplicate here. And we've been running what? Jervis's. So we'll get us another Jervis here. And then instead of Dallas, though, we are going to just do close that out, add in the station for Fort Worth, unload the 4 passengers, and load up the 4 passengers. And we'll repair in Austin, and that'll get us another train that won't, it'll make some profit soon-ish. As soon as it makes a couple trips, we'll definitely be getting some profit. We know the passenger trains are probably pretty much always profitable, right? I don't know if I've had a point where the passenger trains have not been profitable before. All right, we almost got all the water delivered. 92 days to do that. That's not a problem. Coal's about to be delivered, which is actually a big deal. In fact, I believe that is T7 here. Just needs one more trip back to Brady, and then we'll get that delivered down to Austin. Get that 93,000 bucks. Okay, so the water stocks are done. Now we've got to get them maintained, which is not easy. I think we discovered last time we needed at least 2 trains just to keep the water rolling. Currently, Waco has how much water left? Basically none. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to copy this train. We have to keep the water going. And we'll copy this train, and then once it runs out here, we can go to Fort Worth or Dallas. And it's going to take a little bit longer, and we might even need a 3rd train for that. Or at least until Waco gets resupplied. Usually they do get resupplied. So we're going to go ahead and schedule this. Get us another Jervis for now. And go from there. What kind of HR stuff do we have? So yeah, that's the reason why we're using the Jervises, because we do have the cheaper ones. I thought we did in this run, but I couldn't remember exactly. Okay, so we got the water there. One more trip of the coal. How much time do we have left on this? 19 days. Okay, so I'm sorry, 50 days. Sorry. We got one more payment, and then we've got to pay that thing off pretty much any point after that. But we'll have the coal delivery in just a moment, so that's really good. Like I said, once those passenger lines start really dropping off, we're going to be in a good place there as well. I need to start getting some double lines in a few more places, but for now, we're okay. All right, so Jervis could not load water here in Waco. So we will change you to go to, where are you? There. We're going to change you to go to, temporarily at least, go to, does it matter, Dallas or Fort Worth? I mean, Fort Worth, they're actually about the same distance, aren't they? Price is cheaper in Fort Worth. So we'll go to Fort Worth, and we will load up on water. And we'll just get rid of this. We'll leave Waco in the listing, partly because it's got repairs. We are going to make sure you go to Corn Trail. Go there next. And go from there. And then we've got this next one. You also, thankfully, don't have anything loaded at the moment. So you're going to go to Fort Worth as well. Load up on some water. Get rid of that. And you want to go to Fort Worth next. Okay. That all looks good. Let's get this last little coal delivery very soon, hopefully. Here it comes. We have a new person we can pick up. Passenger transport. You know what? That's actually a good person for us. We've got, what, 3 or 4 passenger trains? I think we got 3, right? So any extra profits we get off of those is a big, big win for us. 1 month. Okay. Well, we're about to finish this contract, and that'll give us a big chunk of the way, and then we'll probably will just go ahead and pay that off, and then immediately take out another bond. Okay. So we finished that. We're going to go ahead and have T7 now just drop off coal just by itself. Get us a little bit more money from that run. It's already set up. Might as well. Unless we wanted to use this for more water, which is also an option. We do need to start getting grain soon, but we got to figure out the money situation first. Okay, so we're going to take this. I don't think there's any value in not paying. I mean, we might as well pay this off now. We're going to have to pay it off on June 2nd anyway, and we can save ourselves some interest, I think, maybe, or maybe not. I'm going to redeem this now. Puts us in negative, and then we're going to go ahead and issue another bond. That was a short one, right? Because it was the least amount of interest. Am I correct? Yeah, we have less interest if we go over a short period of time, and that actually worked out. So I think we'll do another one. I don't want to go too much, because if we go 225 and then we go negative, we'll go negative enough that we will basically go bankrupt. So I think we have to leave it at most at 175 and hope that we're positive at the time that we issue it. Otherwise, we're in trouble. We've got to take out loans and stuff. So I think we'll keep going with 175 here. That is all fine, well and good. Nothing new here. And I think we need to use this money to set up the clothing stuff. But again, we don't really have a place to drop off the clothes. We really don't. but we can at least drop off the textiles and get that rolling. So I think that's going to be okay. So let's come over here. Let's get us another train line. And we'll come out of Tyler, go over to Henderson. I used to live in Henderson, I think. I feel like maybe when I was like a kid or something. Maybe I'm wrong. Get over here to Henderson. And we'll need to get a cotton line so we can get another train. We'll just keep going with the Jervises just because they're cheap right now. But eventually we would like to get better trains. So you're going to go to Canton. And you're going to load up however much cotton you can. So I can go about 4 without slowing down too much. Go to Henderson. Unload said cotton. And that's all you're going to do. We don't have any repairs anywhere over here. So we could put some repairs in Tyler. Because we might eventually add some more things in here from Tyler. Or Buffalo, one of the two, but maybe we just go to Canton. Let's just add some repairs in Canton. But for now, let's apply that. Let's come in here to Canton. Not that, sorry. Go here. And let's go ahead and just add a basic repair shop. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, I don't think, right now. Just to keep it a cursory repair going. And then we want to get another train to get the textiles from here back over here. And I think that looks good. So one more train. We might need to get us a second line through here somewhere. So you're going to load up in Henderson. You're going to get, get as much textiles as you can before you start slowing down. Looks like it's 3. Which, you know, technically you would really want to try to get the 4th one in there because we're going to have an overload of textiles if we're not careful. I think we just take the slower speed here. And then we go ahead and unload in Buffalo. And then we go ahead and add in Canton as well, just to get us repair. A little bit of an awkward trip because it's having to come back this way and to go that way, but I think we'll have to work. I think it's a good time to get the second train line through here as well, though. Which technically means a 3rd train line here. Okay, so that should get us to the next train line. And we might as well bump you up to make you faster. A little bit faster. Alright, so we're going to have a train line coming out of here. Oh, we don't have this. Never mind. One second. Forgot to actually add the second train line over here. And I guess we'll do it all the way down to Henderson as well. Okay. Because we do have some grain lines coming through here as well, so it's pretty used section of track. Okay. That'll take care of that. We don't have any trains currently on this, so we should be able to safely tell you to go that direction, you go that direction. Alright. Do we need a second train line going to Dallas right now? I mean, we don't have a ton of money right now, but I kind of feel like we need to do something here. Unfortunately, we will have to remove some of these over a little bit. Guess we'll do... I guess we'll just remove this one line here. And then we'll have this one train line go out this way. And go into there. That'll work. Cool. All right. So we got double train lines all the way down through there. Eventually we need to add some more double train lines over here, but we basically are completely out of money right now. And we haven't even started on the grain yet. I'm going to hold off on the grain just a little bit. But we do need to get that rolling here soon. Do we have enough grain to supply that? Yeah, we got plenty of grain to supply that as well. Because I know we're still supplying Fort Worth. Do we have ore? We do have ore up here at Henrietta and over here at Graham. If we wanted to get ore and coal to Dallas, start making some steel. But I don't know if there's any value of that. I mean, steel can come all the way down to Austin, I suppose. All right, Waco does have water again, so we need to change these trains back over to Waco. You are currently where? You're over in Waco, getting repaired. Okay. Then we're going to remove Fort Worth entirely and tell you to load water from there, but tell you that this is your next place to go. And then the other one is here. You are currently in queue for maintenance. Okay, probably need to get another maintenance thing here. You already have water, so we don't want that. We'll go ahead and get rid of Fort Worth. Load water here, but make sure that you're going to Corn Trail next after your maintenance. Speaking of maintenance, yeah, we need to go ahead and speed this up. We'll definitely grab the faster maintenance. All the way up. And honestly, this is probably going to be a pretty important place to get a second repair shop. Possibly even a second filling station. Just make sure everything's as speedy as possible coming through Waco. Alright. That looks good. And still haven't done the grain. After all of that, still haven't done the grain. That's alright. New contract delivered for wood. Wichita Falls. That is pretty far away. The closest wood we have is it really Anderson down here? I mean, there's Bastrop, but it's a long ways. It is not worth much money though. But if we do take the time to connect all of this, probably coming out of Fort Worth, we could go through Henrietta to get the iron ore kind of in the mix. And we'll get passengers from Wichita Falls as well. We want to do that. I mean, I think we'll think about it. I don't think we grab it right this second. I got to make sure we have a little bit of money coming in. See, our passenger lines are finally starting to be profitable, especially this one from Dallas to Austin. Already made 33,000 bucks. So yeah, those will continue to be good ones for us. I don't know if this coal line will be profitable. I've had bad luck with coal lines being profitable in the past. This might just be because it was for a contract for a while and we don't get credit for that, obviously. We'll see as that kind of progresses if that becomes profitable at some point. Repairs here are very slow. Yeah, I think we need to grab at least one level of faster maintenance, maybe even two. We'll hold off for the second one. Make it a little bit faster. How are you doing on meat? You are actually full of meat. Does that mean we are currently... I'm sorry, that's the output. Never mind, I was looking at the wrong thing. We're sending meat to Waco, right? Where's our meat? There it is. Fort Worth to Waco. Yeah, and you're currently being refueled in Fort Worth. There's no point in sending you to Waco. We should send you to Dallas. And get a little bit of money for that. Repair there if you need to. And okay, that'll work. All right. I mean, again, at some point we want to add more double lines in a few more places, but gotta have money first. We're finally starting to make some textiles. Got a train waiting to pick those up momentarily. As soon as we get a little bit of money, power, you know what? I like that. Power of all locomotives is pretty good. As soon as we get a little bit of money, we've got to figure out how to get the grain rolling before we obviously run out of time. 465 days is a decent amount of time, but 30 loads is a lot. And we're running low on water already. We've got to get another water train, I think. Oh, you did go ahead and load up an extra one, which is not what I wanted you to do. Same thing for you. That's all right. You'll empty out 3 at a time and you'll be back to your normal speeds momentarily. Oh, you know what? You didn't unload all of that. Unload the third one, please. Make sure you're going here. And then you also unload a third one. Okay. Did you unload it? You did. Good, good, good. All right. Grain. We got some money again. It's good to see. I mean, the only reason there's value in doing the wood up to here is that it would connect more things for other reasons. There's really no... The contract itself is just not good. Do we come out of Henderson? Do we come out of Buffalo to come down to Crockett? We might come out of Buffalo. I mean, it's going to cost us more than $67,000 to get the train and set up the line, but at least it pays for part of it. And again, we get another passenger line, which could be beneficial. I think we got to go for it. We got to find a way to keep making money. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to expand you. For now, I'm going to put you on this side so we can run through Jacksboro here. And then from Jacksboro up to Henrietta. And then from Henrietta over to Wichita Falls. Okay. We have a long line, but we're connected there. Now we still have to connect over this way. We could start transporting some ore if we wanted to get a little bit of money, or just get a simple coal line between Jacksboro and Fort Worth. I mean, really, I don't want to do that unless I know that this coal line just doesn't seem like it's making any money ever. Don't know that coal. I don't know why. Why does coal never seem like it makes money? Let's just see if we can come out of here. Don't know that we're gonna be able to make this corner without really slowing the train down or costing us a lot of money. Tiny bridge there, just to get this corner. But I think it's okay. It's not really slowing us down that much. Come on. All right, we'll go there. And we're going to be spending all our money just to get this line set up. It's going to cost like it's going to cost $120,000 between the train lines and the train itself. Possibly more. I think we had $90,000, so now it's 20. Yeah, it's going to cost $150,000 just to get that set up, just to make $67,000 if we can even complete it. All right, you're gonna go all the way to Anderson, load up on as much wood as you can. Just not much. Yeah, I think we'll just have to do 3. And then you're gonna come to... Guess we'll go through Dallas to make sure we get some repairs going. And then finally, you're going to go to Wichita Falls. Take 4 trips. We have how much time to do that in? A little less than a year. All right. How much time do we have left on this loan? Not a lot. we got to get back positive again, or at least less than $25,000 in the hole before we pay that back. Which I think we'll be fine on. In fact, if we get a little bit of money here, we will probably set up another passenger line. Again, probably to Waco, because Waco's got a good number of passengers right now. Little line coming from Wichita Falls to Waco should be good. We got to be back positive again before we can worry about that. I'd like to be around 50K before I set that line up. All right, let's It's good enough. Let's get us another train. Another Jervis. You're going to go to Waco. You're going to load up on passengers. You're going to go to Wichita Falls. And back again. And repair there. All right, looks good. How much water we got left? A little bit. Clothes in Buffalo. I mean, we don't have anything to use the clothes for anyway, so I don't think it's really going to be a matter one way or the other. Rails and bridges. I mean, yeah, it would be nice. How much more can we expand our HR department over here? A little bit more. Grab you. We are going to do some more rails at some point, I'm sure. Would have been nice to have you before this bridge and those other things, but that's all right. Okay, then. We are back positive. We do need to get the grain started, like, now, basically. I forgot about that. We should have had the grain going before that kicked off. Totally forgot about that. Now the question is, do we have... It's our wheat field. Do we have to pay for it still? This is ours. Do we get hit by that? I don't remember. I don't think we do we? I could be wrong, but I feel like we benefit from the fact that it's ours now. Isn't it? Did I not buy this? No. It's owned by somebody else. That's what it is. Okay, yeah. We're the darker blue. This is light blue. I could have sworn we had bought that, but now I remember. Yeah, it's part of the game, you know, missions, so there's no way for us to buy that. We just have to accept it. All right, so that does mean that this transport here is not really worth it. Yeah, we'll eventually run out of meat. We'll eventually run out of leather if I stop transporting. So maybe we just accept that the profit is further downstream. All right, I think we've got to grab so far away. I think we got to grab at least 2 trains to start transporting grain. So you're going to go to Tyler, load up on some grain. Like we can just safely do 4. And you're going to come all the way back over to Corn Trail. And then I guess we'll go through Waco on the way back. Excuse me. Make sure we get repairs there, and we will apply you, and we will immediately duplicate you, because we are going to need at least 2 trains just rolling right away just to get this quest done in time. Alrighty, well, we're going to have to put a cut in there when we come back. Trying to carefully figure out the best way to make them. We got to make money, and I think we are sort of making some money. We're also spending tons of money just to get the materials we need to supply our ranch, and obviously at 3,000 bucks per grain, it is very, very expensive to keep this maintained. So we'll have to see where it goes, but we're getting there. I do appreciate you guys watching, though. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.